Hello everyone, welcome to the Spooky Noodles Podcast. Today we are going to be covering the story of SCP-1471, also known as MalO version 1.0.0. The story was written by user Lurk D on the SCP Foundation's website. This story is completely new to me. I've definitely seen the image that was posted with the text, but I never knew where it originated. I think the idea of malware as an SCP is pretty neat. Anyways, let's crack the code of SCP-1471. Item number, SCP-1471. Object class, Euclid. Special containment procedures. All mobile devices that have SCP-1471 installed are to be confiscated and analyzed for any potential leads to other possibly affected devices. Afterwards, affected devices are to have their batteries removed, be assigned a designation, and be placed in Storage Unit 91 at Research Site 45. All online application stores for mobile devices are to be monitored to prevent any inadvertent sales of SCP-1471. Suspected devices are to be targeted using self-uploading malware in order to disable the device until it can be seized by field agent. Description: SCP-1471 is a free 9.8 MB application for mobile devices named MalO version 1.0.0 in online application stores. SCP-1471 has no listed developer and is somehow able to bypass the application approval process to go directly to distribution. SCP-1471 is also able to avoid removal by other program manager applications. After SCP-1471 is installed, no icons or shortcuts are created for the application. SCP-1471 will then begin to send the individual images through text messaging every 3 to 6 hours. All images will contain SCP-1471-A, either within the background or foreground. SCP-1471-A appears as a large humanoid figure with a canid-like skull and black hair. During the first 24 hours following the installation of SCP-1471, the mobile device will receive images taken at locations commonly frequented by the individual. After 48 hours, the mobile device will receive images taken at locations that were recently visited by the individual. After 72 hours, the mobile device will receive images of the individual in real time, with SCP-1471-A appearing within close proximity to the subject. Individuals with over 90 hours of exposure to these continuous images will begin to briefly visualize SCP-1471-A within their peripheral vision, reflective surfaces, or a combination of the two. Continued exposure to SCP-1471 after this point will cause irreversible and sustained visualizations of SCP-1471-A. Individuals at this stage have reported periodic attempts made by SCP-1471-A to visually communicate with them, but fail to understand or comprehend these actions. Currently, the only known treatment to reverse SCP-1471's effects is to eliminate the individual's visual exposure to these images prior to 90 hours after installation. To date, no apparent hostile activity has been reported regarding SCP-1471-A. This story kind of comes off as a modern take of The Ring, and I love it for that. I'm currently going to school for IT, so this particularly piques my interest. The creature in the image is actually just a costume that was created by DeviantArt user Quarzel. User Taryn Griff modeled the costume for them. There are actually a ton of similar images. The costume is that of a zombie werewolf. It is quite detailed and impressive to look at. If you enjoyed that story, please consider sticking around for more. Next Sunday, we will be making a return to Creepypastas, but not for long. Our sources are linked in the show notes. If you've got any suggestions or tips for our future episodes, please contact us at our email spookynoodlespod@gmail.com or at our Twitter @spookynoodles. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. Make sure to keep your taste for horror alive by watching the next episode of Spooky Noodles on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or YouTube. Thank you for listening.